Seems like so hard to get your feet up every time, yeah. Don't mind feeling like the day gonna go more worse. Cause some days gonna make my sense. Looking so down with no sense. So gonna make it a success. Gonna make it a success.
So, right, let's start from the top. How are you? Okay, yeah?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
Good.
Mhm.
Let's start with actually, well, where we should start from, and let's get you to introduce yourself and tell us a bit about yourself, where you're from, what do you do?
Yeah. Well, basically, my name is Madeleine Bedu, but my artist name is TK from my local Ghanaian name, which is Chinua Kuja. And I'm 22-year-old. I'm in my final year uni. I'm studying literature in English, actually. I'm based here in Paris, France, but then I'm Ghanaian by birth. Yeah. I started to write music for years now. It's been a long while since I started writing music, but then I took a bit of a break and went back to it around the COVID time when the crisis struck us. Yeah. I was like, okay, let me go back to my comfort zone again. So then I started to listen to beats. I'm like, okay, why don't I tend to use this as a career? Because at first, when people ask me, I'm like, no, I just like singing. I just like music. It's not really a thing that I want to use or a thing that I would like to do. But now everything has changed. I'm even surprised myself because I didn't see me to be here.
Wow.
Yeah. So basically, this is TK. She's crazy when it comes to certain points, but then I'm cool, shy. Yeah.
No, that's really good. Perfect. So you did music for 4 years, then you left here and then picked it back up again around COVID time.
Well, I wouldn't have a specific number of duration that I did music because actually I was singing at church. I was going for church service, doing this and that, being the church singing group and all that. So like it's been years. I wouldn't say for a particular number of years because myself, I didn't count it. But then I took a break because I felt like, what if the people close to me would embrace it like how I see it to be? Like I saw music to be my little treasure, my little baby that I really treasured a lot. So I was like, okay, let me just take a break. Maybe this is not for me. Maybe people wouldn't like what I do. So when I decided to make it a thing, I didn't expect much, to be sincere with you, because I wasn't that person who went into people, who went to crowds, into parties, being everywhere that my age group were. So I was afraid, but then the people who I worked with were like, nah, just have that expectation, have that faith in you. So the number of people who embraced my first song was like crazy. I got so hyped up. I was like, oh my God, this is so good. So but then I felt a little bit down along the road because I was like, okay, people are saying this about me. People are saying this. People are saying I'm trying to imitate this person. I'm trying to be like this person. But then my team took me out. They were like, it's part of the job. People say stuff, but then if you believe in yourself, then that's it. So I continued to push hard, work, try to grow myself in terms of writing because I write almost all my songs. I think there's only one song that someone has written for me, but then the about 30 to 40 songs that I've written there, which I've not recorded, I wrote them myself. And so starting this journey, I turned out using French also as a base and my local Ghanaian language as also to add texture to the kind of lyrics that I want to share to the people. And with the reception that I've had, I would say that people like my style and people like the fact that I mix Pidgin, English, Chi, and French. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think that was what got me in the song when the promises. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. This is really groovy.
Yeah.
So what made you go back to music? What was it that you thought, okay, I've heard what all these people are saying, but this is the time. What was that deciding factor? What was it?
I think it was the fact that I think it's because of the fact that it's because of the fact that I saw the COVID as some kind of darkness that people will see that, oh shit, now we can't be living as normal people. We can't be living our lives as normal. So I was like, okay, everyone is seeing negativity in this. Why don't I see some positivity? Let me show people that there is actually some light in some form of dark tunnel that we are walking into. So yeah, that's when I decided to go back to writing music.
Oh wow, that's pretty inspiring, really.
Yeah.
Because yeah, as much as there is a lot of bad things that happened COVID time, the main bit is that we've, sometimes you just got to count your blessings. It
Yeah,
could all
exactly.
look bad, but you, as long as you look back and can hold on to that one thing that
Mhm.
that you have, people, we're too used to actually always looking for that thing. Oh, I want this, I want that. But how about
True.
what you have? So
Yeah.
use what you have to leverage yourself. So I really like that. It's
Yeah.
a very, very positive story.
Thank you.
Great. Then on to my next bit. So you've written quite a few tracks. So
Mm-hmm.
what is your inspiration behind all this? Why did you think, no, it's got to just be music?
The base of my music, I would say, is about embracing oneself. As you can see, I have a broken tooth. Yeah. So, so for like the time that I broke my tooth, I felt like I don't feel pretty anymore. I can't smile. This person is too prettier than I am. So per se, I'm not good looking. But then time and time went by. I'm like, nah, this has happened. It's not like I was born with it. Well, maybe some of us will be born with certain things that might let us feel like, oh, we are not better people, we are not good looking. But then through my music, I want to share that message to people that no matter how you look, no matter what you have on your body, you are still beautiful. So you have to have that confidence in yourself. You have to be proud of yourself, because if you don't see that worth in yourself, no one would. Because if you see that worth in yourself, no matter how a person would degrade you, you know that, nah, I'm a gem myself. I know my worth. So no matter what you say, I know my worth. So that's basically the reason why I'm writing these songs. Yeah.
That is pretty, that's really inspirational. Wow, you're full of inspirations. This is really good. I'm loving this. So then around this runaway,
Mm-hmm.
what made you think, okay, yeah, that particular track, was the idea behind it? Is still empowering yourself, or something happened? You're like, oh,
I wouldn't go deeper, but then when I heard the beat, I was like, okay, this seems like a happy beat. But then how about we give it a twist? It's a beat that will make you groove to it, but then let's make it something sad. Tell them about your feelings. So I imagined a girl or a boy being heartbroken, that that person he or she was so much into left them just in the middle of the way. It could be about love, being heartbroken by love, or being brought down by a certain situation, let's say a family member, you lost the person, and you're like, oh, you left me here all alone, or you said you'd be with me till the end of time, but then here I am, it's just me. So yeah, that's basically what Runaway is about.
That's beautiful. Absolutely. Spot on. It's great. And so let's digress a little bit. Let's talk a bit more about you. And so what sort of music do you listen to come up with, you know, what way is your music inspiration? What sort of artists do you listen to?
One artist I would say I really look up to is Her. I really love her a lot, and I really feel everything that she puts in her music is like everything that one can relate to. And also I listen to Afrobeats a lot, and I'm a dancer myself. I'm not like professional dancer, but then I love dancing, if I should say. So yeah, I listen to Afrobeats like Wizkid, Burna Boy, Sarkodie, Stonebwoy, and the rest. So yeah, those are the kind of songs that I listen to that I could say I pick certain things out from, and I will put it in my song also.
Well, that's really good, because those are great artists. You know, on Power Age Radio, we love Afrobeats, we love all sort of music, but that is our ground roots of Afro-orientated music, and Afrobeats is the main one there. And yeah, those artists, they're talking the charts all the time. There's just some beauty about Afrobeat. There's some happiness to it. Even just as I said, in the beat alone, you hear the beat and you feel good. And yeah, with your little twist, even that I was still grooving along, still like, yay, promises. You know, so you know that those are really inspirational artists. So yeah, definitely feel your answer. Let's move on to the next question. What makes you unique to other artists? You know, you've mentioned all these artists. What makes you your style?
I would say the fact that I blend several languages in my music, because sometimes I have certain friends who speak certain languages. I'll go to them and I'll try to learn their language, and at the end I'll have to write a song with that language in it. Like for instance, I have Nigerian friends, so sometimes the songs that I'm yet to record, I have Igbo in it and Yoruba in it. Yeah. So I think this particular style of mine is what makes me unique. And also when it comes to my voice, how I tend to use it while singing.
That's perfect. Because that is, it's one thing to be able to think, oh yeah, you can sing, but I think when you create the whole package, when you've written the song, you, as a listener, we can feel your emotions singing those songs, because you've written them, obviously created it around something. So but I definitely I like the fact of all different languages. As we say, we're global. So you know, I'm Yoruba myself, so I can't wait to listen to the next one. So well, definitely I'm looking forward to it. Are you able to tell us what the title is, or?
Okay, there's one song which is Shine Out. That's Tanjade, I think in Yoruba. That's to shine out bright. It's about, as I was saying earlier, embracing oneself. And I have another song which is Show Me Love, which I'm yet to record also. And I have another French song which is L'amitié, that's friendship.
Oh wow. You got a lot in the pipeline. So how many tracks would you say? You said about over 30?
Over 30, yeah.
Are they all recorded? tracks?
Not not half of it. I think some of it has been recorded, but the most of it are yet to be recorded.
Oh wow!
Most
so
of
the
it.
future is bright.
Yes.
We can't wait. Can't wait for you to bless us with this sweet music.
Yeah.
So okay, let's ask usually a strange question. This one.
Okay.
That dead or alive, if you could pick one artist to do a kick-ass show with.
One artist to do a kick-up show with. Because oh my gosh, most of the artists are like great performers too. So
it's a tough one.
In Ghana, right? In Ghana, I think I'll go with Stonebwoy. He's got that kind of heat in him, like you can just feel it. And so yeah, Stonebwoy in Ghana or Burna Boy in Nigeria. Because Burna, I just saw his last performance. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, so I think the two, but then outside the African continent, I'll say hair, of course, hair.
Makes sense because that's your top artist at the moment.
Yeah.
So
yes.
Yes, definitely. Well, just never know. They might reach out to you and go, "Oh yeah, of course, we definitely." If they know you want them, I'm so sure they want you because you definitely have great talents, and
Thank you.
Great to see the collaborations. Because that's what music is about. So you kind of lead me to my next question, as in, so are you an artist that love collaborating with other artists, or do you prefer more just your music, or you keep things to around your style?
I'm someone who loves to collaborate. Yeah, I'm someone who loves to collaborate because as of now, I'm even considering reaching out to some of the artists which I've always wanted to meet and have a collaboration with. So I'm still working on it. It's hard because the connections and everything, so it's hard to get to them. Then hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Definitely sooner than later. I'm definitely sure of that. You've got the talent, so, and that will definitely always get you through.
Yeah.
Take you places. So yeah. Which kind of, I suppose, leads me to my next question as to what do you think of the music industry so at the moment? It's a bit of a general question, but how is, what's your experience so far?
I'd say it depends on the person that you meet, because you could actually meet someone in the industry who would say, I would like to help you, but then it's not everyone who genuinely wants to help you, but then they will actually want something in return. That's what I can say I've experienced. But then also it's tough. It's more like some of them, I would include myself. Some of them create competition between each other and most of us, the artists. And I think which is really bad because we are all trying to send out a particular message out there. So if we are trying to create that unhealthy relationship with each other, that's not really right. And it's really tough as a young artist like myself to be exposed and to get out there when we don't have the right means and resources. Yeah.
No, absolutely. And I think that is what we're trying to achieve here is and leverage those artists. We know you're good, but why are you not, why are we not hearing your voice up there? But it's because there's a lot of think there's a lot of noise, and these people have maybe a lot of money behind them, so their promotion is getting fast tracked, but the good music is kind of getting left behind.
Exactly.
So, but again, as I said, talent will always shine through. So
exactly.
the sky is the limit.
But then one thing about me is I also believe everyone has a spot under the light. So it's just you, the individual, how you promote yourself. Because me per se, I wouldn't say I will rely on someone to get me out there. If I find you as to be someone who will help me in my career, cool. But then I wouldn't be dependable on you. I'll be dependable on myself because I know what I want to achieve. So I'll definitely work myself out there with or without you. Yeah.
No, that's the way forward.
Yeah.
You're so wise beyond your age. Is that what they say? Because if you rely on man will more than likely let you down. Even
exactly.
if sometimes they don't want to, but it's just situation or things happen, or sometimes out of their control.
Yeah.
But one person you can always rely on is yourself, as you said. So that is really spot on answer.
You're welcome.
And where would you say, if we want to hear all this great music, and the ones maybe that you haven't released, maybe little snippets, where is the go-to place for us?
It will be Apple Music, Audiomack. Well, basically the major streaming platform: Apple Music, Spotify, Audiomack, and SoundCloud. And I also know of Tidal and the rest. So yeah, but basically these are the few that you can find my music on.
Okay, and what do the viewers search for?
You search for TK with a capital T and EE spaced out capital KAE. It's like a T-shirt, but with a K at the end. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Well, I suppose that will lead me to my next question. What's the background behind the name TK? Just wake up and you're like, that's it. You call me TK from now on.
Okay, I've been calling myself TK for like years because, as I said way earlier, TK is from my Ghanaian name, Chinua Kudia. So the short form is the letter T and the letter K of Chinua Kudia, because the Chinua starts with a T and the Kudia starts with a K. So when I was, I think when we were creating my artist profile on the major streaming platforms, there were lots of people with TK. I wanted to combine the two to make it TK, as in the letter T and the K, but then if it was weird, so I was like, okay, why don't I write it like T-shirt, a T and a K with an AE and together? But then that one too didn't work because there were many people popping up with that same name. I'm like, okay, I'll space out my name because at the long run, Chinua Kudia is not attached together, so I'll just separate the two. So that's how I came up with the name.
Wow, so it was definitely meant to be.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that the TEKAE combined together. That doesn't exist. That's it's very interesting. Well, I'm digressing. So when you're not writing music or doing music or listening to music, or composing music, what else do you do? What are your hobbies?
My hobbies is basically watching movies and sometimes reading books. Because the course I'm offering, you're asked to read a lot of books, mostly novels, poetry, etc., etc. So yeah.
Okay, so you're bookworm. So that's so is that where you get your inspirations from all these different books, or?
Yeah, sometimes, for instance, I could remember a Shakespeare book which was talking about how he broke his heart with this female figure in it. And I'll be like, okay, why don't I write a song about in a male's perspective about a woman? So even in Runaway, I wrote it in a male's perspective, but then I didn't want to say it. Someone might think that I wrote that song based on a female perspective because I had many comments about, yo, you are attacking us guys. You are attacking us guys. I'm like, no. No.
Well, as they say, the shoe fits, right? So
yeah. Yeah.
that is great. So I know this is on the spot.
Yeah.
But do you mind maybe doing a little performance of maybe something new, maybe something in the drawer that you haven't released yet, or maybe, you know?
Okay, let's see. What song should I perform? Okay, seems like so hard to get your feet up every time, yeah. Don't mind feeling like the day gonna go more worse, cause some days gonna make my sense. Looking so down with no sense, so gonna make it a success. Gonna make it a success. Yeah.
Straight up, man. That's you like to do this because, you know, it shows you real, you know, that's what the interview is about. You know, we get to meet you without any filter, you know, no recording studio, mix up, no fix up. You delivered live, and absolutely perfect. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
That is great talent.
Thank you.
So let's because we're kind of wrapping up slowly but surely. What would you like to say to your viewers, or, you know, people that are watching this?
What I would like to say is, first off, as a person, believe in yourself, keep pushing. Whatever that you set your mind to do, make sure that you do it. Even if it turns out as if it's not going well, just keep going. It will fall into place in its due time and due season. But also, you know, continue supporting me, promoting my music, streaming and sharing, and also follow me up on my music journey. Thank you.
That is great. We'll surely do that.
Thank
we'll be there to follow you on this music journey. You know, beautiful music, just can't fault it. Good vocals, great lyrics, because I think that's what it's about, really. Yeah, there are different music. You know, if you want to listen to jazz, you can, you know, that you go more instrumental side of things. But I suppose with Afrobeats, with hip hop, with kind of a lot of urban music, is really about those lyrics.
Exactly.
And when you write, as you said, Shakespeare, it is, you know, you read it, you listen to it, and it's like, oh wow, I guess what that person means. And also, as I said earlier, it depends on how you deliver it as well, being something so. You felt it when you wrote it, so when you're singing it, we can feel it. We can feel your passion through it. So, well done, TK.
Thank you.
Great job. Great job.
Thank you.
So, well, I would just like to say, well, thank you so much for joining us on this little catch up, you know, and but before we wrap up, just what is the next thing that we should be looking forward to? What's in the pipeline?
The next thing that you should be looking forward to is more great music from me, and possibly a mind-blowing collaboration from one of your favorite big artists. Who knows? Yeah.
Ooh, be sure to be looking out for that. We'll be looking. So your Instagram as well?
My Instagram is _TEE_KAE. with all my social platforms. It's _T_E_E_KAE. Yeah.
Super. Yeah, definitely go and check that out and subscribe so we can get those Instagram. I'm sure sometimes you're just walking on the street, you're like, ooh, maybe I'll just release this really quickly.
Yeah.
You'll be there to watch them. So well, okay, one last question.
Yeah.
We are running out of time, but it's fine. Where how do you get I know you say you read, and how do you get those inspiration? Is it you just write? Are you reading and then something comes up and then you just?
It's the beat.
Okay.
It's the beat. Mostly, I just listen to a beat and I feel the kind of message that should be on that beat. Like for instance, this Friday, I was coming back from lectures around 8, and I was sitting in the train and I was listening to this beat. That's when I wrote Show Me Love. I wrote it on the train, actually. I was listening to the beat and the lyrics was coming. So for me, in a way, I was like, felt weird because there was this particular man sitting next to me and I was just humming. I'm like, this man might think this girl is going crazy for a sec. Yeah. But then I wrote the first lyrics and the chorus on the train. Then when I got back home, I continued it. Mostly when I'm writing music, it doesn't take long. It takes about 30 minutes to an hour. Or sometimes when I'm frustrated, when the lyrics is not coming to me, I could finish it the next day, or I could like, damn it, I'm just taking a break. I won't take my phone for a while. Then I'll write it in like 2 days. Then I'll finish it up. So yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. That's really incredible talent. Just write all song on the train. I just finished my last banger. I thought I was just popping to town quickly.
Yeah.
As you do, you just release a banger in between that while doing your shopping. Like that.
The people I work with, sometimes they find it to be incredible because I would tell them this minute, yo, I heard this beat and I like it so much, I'm writing something. Then the next few minutes, I'll go back to them, like, I'm done. They're like, huh? Oh. But then sometimes too, when it takes that short period of time to finish the song and like I've not recorded it and I take it, my phone to just brush off what I've done, I could change the lyrics again. That's why mostly I don't rush into just going into the studio to record the songs when I'm done writing. Yeah.
Do a retake kind of thing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Mind blown. So well. So thank you so much for coming. It's been a real pleasure having you on here. And yeah, we'll definitely go and like and subscribe. And
thank you.
We look forward to more great things from you.
Thank you so much.
And yeah, we'll catch up again pretty soon.
Yeah, thank you so much for this opportunity. Yeah.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Take care. Speak to
you
you
too.
soon.
Bye.